Welcome to the Emirates Show. Today I have a special guest. As usual, I do football, and as you know, on Sunday we will have Arsenal versus West Ham at the London Stadium. Kick off at 3 p.m. live on Sky Sports. Today I have my good friend Dan, who is a West Ham supporter, who will be joining me with today's with the preview, watch along potentially, and review as well this week. So it's going to be a very interesting to have a West Ham fan point of view on a lot of things. Um, so Dan, how long have you been supporting West Ham?
Uh, yeah, all my life really. I'd pretty much. So used to go a bit more than I do now, obviously, but quite a while.
Yeah. So how did you well obviously with Tottenham, West Ham being what, fourth, fifth? Like
Yeah, fifth, yeah, I think.
okay. Um all right, let's go over our last Premier League match. So obviously Arsenal's last Premier League match was Tottenham and started off very nervous with that Rambona by Lamella. But Arsenal fought back and we won 2-1. I'm very happy with that performance. But unfortunately, I feel like you lot got robbed against Man United with that
I don't
old,
know about
like,
robbed. I mean, it's weird. Like Moyes sort of sets up his team like one or two ways.
yeah,
It will set him up, I guess, what I call normal. So we sort of try to take it to teams. But it's weird, like every time we play Man United this season, he's done it. He's just set up so defensively, three in the middle midfield, no wingers, only wing backs. And
um,
like, I don't even think we really got a shot on target, like a shot on goal, like certainly in the first 60 minutes. It's
that.
just, you said we got a bit robbed a bit. I don't think so at all. I don't think we deserved anything.
Oh, to be fair, I just saw own goal, so that's the only reason why I said I feel like you lot being robbed. Like if that own goal didn't happen, then it would have ended 0-0. But wow, so it was really a tough. So I guess it's one of those ones where we both teams are always on a high. When you're on a high, the moment you play against a team that you seem to struggle with, you just go defensive and don't even try and attack like you lot have been doing all season. So
Like, literally, it's
it
such a
is
weird thing as well because, like, I don't know what I imagine it's the same with Arsenal. Like when you're playing against teams, yeah, who I guess you wouldn't call big teams who aren't above you in the league. Like you just look so good. Like the few games in Arsenal play, like they look so good in those games, and then you see them in other games,
yeah
and it's the same with West Ham. Like it's a completely different team.
yeah
It just makes
is
sense.
it's so frustrating. Like I was looking back at it and I was like, if we didn't lose to Wolves and we didn't lose to Aston Villa, we'd be up there in that conversation about who's going to get to
Yeah,
top four. But now we've got to struggle and we've got to pray for other. No, let's let's let that keep going. All right. So the last time Aston West Ham and Arsenal faced was last year. Arsenal won 3-1. Um, do you think the outcome will be the same, or is West Ham a different team to what they were then?
I mean, again, it sort of goes back to what I just said. It sort of depends what team we put out. Like I think if we go attacking, like even when we played Man City,
Yeah,
okay, we weren't expecting to beat them, and we didn't like go all out attacking them, but we sort of had a game plan to make use of our attackers. So I feel if we do the same with you, whether it's that we're on the front foot or we're looking to counter, I feel like we've got a really good chance. Like most games when we play or set up like that, I genuinely feel like we can do a job, at least get a point, if not get the win against 90-95% of teams.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm hoping it's not going to be like a 3-1 again, but we'll see.
I'm just hoping for a victory, to be honest. I that's look my goal. Look, my wish for Arsenal is to win every single game. Just get 30 points off the boards. Just get 30 points. Like we've already beaten Tottenham, so that's one done. We need to beat you lot. We need to beat Everton. Like there's so much things that are going to happen. Like this game is very crucial. Um, this time of the year, normally Arsenal have at least six players on Injury report. We have none. I've never seen us have such a healthy team in my entire life since what? when we went undefeated, or when we went to the Champions League in 2006. I've not seen us not have a player not injured. Like, what's West Ham's squad saying? Are they looking healthy?
I mean, we got a couple out. So we got Masuaku, who's been out a couple of months now. He's slowly coming back in. I think him and Ogbonna as well. He's been out a couple of weeks,
Wow.
few weeks. Both looking like they're going to be back after the international break. I'd say in terms of like, there's also Fornals who's got a little bit of a knock, but
Nah.
sort of last minute for the Man United game, they're probably the three that would trouble the starting lineup. Are out.
Okay.
Otherwise, we've got a couple of others like Yarmolenko, Fredericks. They're out, but you wouldn't really expect them to start.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um,
Yeah. But like, so
yeah,
what?
like
Go on.
I say, the players who have got knocks, like there's a chance. No, there's a chance Fornals could play. The other two, not so much. Even when they haven't been in, we've still looked pretty comfortable.
Oh,
Cresswell at left back looked good. I mean, seen how many chances he's created this year, or the assists he's got. When he's given that freedom, he can just put a ball into the box, and with someone like Antonio there, you're
who?
going to get a goal. And Diop's come in alongside Dawson and look good without Ogbonna there. So I think really, even though we've got a couple of injuries to people who could be starters, I think we should still be all right.
No, that's well. That to be honest, no, the one name that you said, Jay, that shocked me the most. That's not any sort of injury report. Like Antonio, like, he, I don't think he's actually been injured like this whole season. Like for me, I just sit there. I'm just like, he's such a talented player. If he was never injured so often, and like this season he hasn't been, and look where the hell you lot are. Like you lot in fourth place, fifth place. Like,
I mean, it's literally to the point now, as you say, like he's injured so often. After like every game, it's sort of like he's a doubt, not because sort of anything happened, but just because that injury's there, is waiting. Because
oh
honestly, after every game, you're like, right, get him on ice, get him cool, like get him rested, let him do anything for a week, and then get him out next Saturday.
yeah,
So he was out for a few weeks earlier on the season, and it showed. But yeah, you're right. Apart from that,
yeah, yeah.
things are touch wood looking quite good with him.
Yeah, to be honest, you know what? Yeah, if he could, the thing is, yeah, if you could keep that injury-prone situation away from him, like he could become such a quality. He could become such a quality striker. Like it would be absolutely amazing, and potentially get a chance for England at some point. But
That's what stopped him. Like, so he a couple of England squads before. I think one time he didn't play, and the other time he pulled out from injury. And like, I think that's the only thing that stopped him playing for England. And now talk that he could go and play for Jamaica, which yeah, fair play, really good for him. But
it's
from
not.
a West Ham fan's point of view, it's sort of a bit like don't want, even if he was playing for England, it's a bit like just
Don't want to.
focus on West Ham because
Yeah,
as you say, he's so injury prone. You know, if it goes away, he's going to get injured.
and 9 out of 10 times, players always come back from international series injured. Every single, like Arsenal used to be such a headache for that. Like Van Persie would leave Arsenal all fine and healthy. After one game, you hear Van Persie knee injury, and it was like, oh, for crying out loud.
Half the time he's not even in the game either. It'll be like training beforehand. Like
Exactly.
I don't know what they do on international training, but it just absolutely murders the players.
It is, and the thing is, what I feel that doesn't make sense. Yeah, I understand all the international stuff and the injuries, but it's like, all right, you're injury prone. You know you're injury prone. You know you're gonna get called up to the England squad. Do the smart thing. Just be like, all right, look, I've got this little niggle injury here. I'm not gonna play. It's not really an important game. It's not even a Is it even a Is it even qualifiers for the World Cup?
Uh, yeah, yeah, World Cup qualifiers.
That's hella weird because the World Cup's that's that's
Weird, isn't
weird.
it? With it being like 1 year in between,
Yeah,
proper throws it out.
that is really weird. All right, so injuries, we're both looking really strong. Both teams are looking pretty solid when it comes to it. So, okay, injuries are, it's going to be an interesting setup. All right, I know what this game means for Arsenal. So for Arsenal, we have to win this game. We cannot take a draw. Like a 1 point is not enough for us this game. whatsoever. Like, we need to get back into Europe. Like, obviously, we won Europa League. Obviously, the draw will be tomorrow. But I need to see us dominate Premier League again. I can't have us like West Ham's a better squad than us. If we look at it, West Ham's a better squad than us this year. They are a better squad than us. They've been absolutely.
Really, innit?
They are a better team than us because they are what, fifth place. They were in the Champions League spots right now. Like, in a way, if West Ham stayed the course that they are, and Arsenal beat Chelsea, West Ham Champions League next year. But then that would be also an issue because remember that's what happened. That most teams that aren't used to them competitions always struggle in the domestic cup. So it'll
Yeah.
be interesting. It'll be interesting to see. But for us, we need to win this game. We need to win every other. We need to win all 10 rest of the 10 games. That's what it is for me. But for you as a West Ham fan, what is it? What does it mean to you? Like, what is it?
I mean, for us, there's obviously a lot less pressure to get into Europe. Like, as much as I'd want to be in the Champions League or even Europa, it's not like if we don't do it, it's disaster. I guess sort of from the position we've got ourselves in now, if we don't get in some sort of European like competition, it is things have gone a bit wrong. I mean, I really want to be in Champions League. As you said, like it just seems mental that we're up there.
Yeah,
To have that chance, sort of it be there. Like it's not so close, but like we're there. We're in the conversation.
yeah. To be
To
fair,
like sort of have that chance, it's a big game, especially say like Arsenal sort of creeping back up there, sort of teams around us, and with Chelsea starting to looking better now that Tuchel's come in there.
yeah,
But then again, so many other teams around dropping points that like it's there for the taking.
yeah.
Properly there for the taking.
Like,
These are the sort of games we need to win.
do you want to know the craziest thing about about the table, about the top half of the table at least? You know that between fourth place and 10th place, do you know how many points is separating them?
12?
10.
Jesus.
Do you know how many points? Do you know? Yes. Do you know how many points are separating fifth place and 10th place?
7.
Hold on. I need to double check just to make sure, but I believe it's 7.
Yeah, I think if 10's what I think we're 3 points behind Chelsea. We got the game in hand though.
Yeah,
So, you know,
I
what else is
believe
out there? But
like
it's mental.
I believe it's 7 points.
If it's
And
that close.
oh, Tottenham's out. Tottenham shut the bed.
Hey,
Dynamo's winning. Sorry,
Jesus.
Dynamo's winning 3-0. Sorry for that little break into that. All right, let's go back to the Premier League. Um, wow. Yes,
Man,
it is 7 points, and we're like
crazy.
it's 7 points that's split in fourth, fifth, and 10th. So anything can happen as long as no one trips up or screws up. Everything's there for the taking.
Literally, that shows sort of games like this with teams around you just how big they are. Like
Exactly.
that is obviously 6 pointers thrown around a lot, but it is genuinely that's the case. Like such a 6 point swing. Like when
Yeah,
West Ham played Man United last week, what we're now 9 points behind them with a game in hand.
exactly.
Beating them,
It's mad.
and we won our game in hand.
You'll
We
be
level with them.
yeah,
Crazy.
Champions League spots and just chilling. Like obviously we just talked about Europe. Like, so like we know that Europe is important for both of us. Well, it's important for Arsenal next season, and for you, I'm sure every West Ham fan, if it's Europa, if it's even Champions League, that will be big, especially if fans are allowed back in the stadium. Like, if fans are allowed back in the stadium,
Oh, massive. Wow.
The London stadium will be bouncing. Like,
I mean, as much as it can be. Like, obviously, still, yeah, stadium is what it is, but
yeah,
like, it would just be silly.
it would be. I'm not gonna lie. Even I would sit there and I would just be like, "Yo, Dan, you want to go to the West Ham? You want to go to Champions League game? I'll meet you at Stratford."
Oh,
I will so be down for it. I will so be down. I'll be like, "Look, all right, cool. We do West Ham today. If Arsenal's playing on Wednesday, West Ham's playing on Tuesday, Arsenal's playing on Wednesday, or West Ham's playing Thursday, Arsenal's playing Thursday, or whatever. Like it'll no, yeah. I just want fans back in the stadium because like just I was watching like Arsenal's
It's so dead in it without them.
yeah, I was watching like Arsenal unforgettable wins. Like someone made the compilation on YouTube. I was like, okay, let me watch this. I started to feel upset. I was like, oh my gosh, especially when it was Arsenal versus Villarreal in 2006 to get to the Champions League final. When I'm listening to that crowd and a goal goes in, I'm just feeling shivers all over. I'm just like, that's what it feels like to watch football again with crowds, especially in such a big game. Ah, I miss it. I do miss hearing them in the stadium. I do.
Yeah, it's like they stick those crowd noise on, don't they? But they're always a bit late, and it just ain't. Yeah, it's not the same. Like when like there's a chance, like it sort of looks like there could be a chance, and everyone like
Yeah.
in sync. Everyone's like, "Go on," and then you cheer when it goes in. Like
Yeah, it's
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 just
it's
not that.
it's not. It's just different. And for me, it's Europe has to. It has to. We have to make Europe again, even if it's Europa, or if we win Europa, that'll give us our first European trophy, and then put us back in the Champions League, which will give us a lot of chance. But like, I would love to see West Ham in Europe next year. I'm not gonna lie, I would love to see it.
It'd be good. It'd be good.
It'll be.
Yeah. I mean, we got in the Europa what a couple of times 5 years ago.
Mm,
Didn't do anything. Went out to the same Romanian team twice in like the qualifiers. Just dead. 1 year we didn't try. The next year we did. We were just pony. But I didn't manage it. So
yeah. So that
it's you'd like to think with this team we'd have a better chance, but
I
not
can.
there yet.
Yeah, I can understand that. Um. All right. So this is the time where we go through our lineups. Who would you start for this? For this game. I'm gonna let you go first. 'Cause as I am pretty interested into knowing who you would start. So Dan, who would you have as your starting 11, your perfect starting 11 to start this game that are currently available?
Right, so I think goalie picks himself, Fabianski. Like,
Brilliant.
obviously, you would have seen a bit of him before.
Yeah.
No brainer, really. He's been class. He has been mustard. So he's straight in there. When we don't have him in, we look a lot shakier. So yeah, he's quality player. Quality player. We'll go back four because again, I think five it has worked, but that was when Masuaku was sort of left wing back and he could probably whip a ball in.
Oh wow.
So I think back four going to have to be going to have to go back four. Means we're probably going to be a bit more attacking, which I think we need. So Cresswell left back. Um, Again, no brainer for me. He's been quality. I mean, he's getting on a bit, but it's one of his best seasons for us. Centre backs. Up and Dawson look really good together.
Who? Who and
Just
Dawson?
surprised me because they both Diop
Oh yes,
to
actually.
Diop.
Yeah, that's actually
I mean,
strong.
he's been a bit of a weird one because he looked so good first season for us, and then like the last 1 or 2 seasons hasn't been the same. But since Ogbonna got injured,
He's
Diop's come in and just he's been really good. Like Ogbonna's not going to walk back into the team. He comes back, and then Dawson next to him's just been crazy how good he's been for us.
yeah.
It took him a few months to even play a game. And then since he played the first minute, I don't think he's really left the team.
Wow.
He's been
That's
class. And the same goes for right back, Sufal. Like again, no debate that he's starting.
yeah,
And
can't really. Damn.
he's been so good. He can get forward. He, I think there's maybe been 1 or 2 players who got the better for him, like better the beating of him throughout a game. Otherwise, Sufal's just stood them all up, got on the attack. Just looked an unbelievable signing for 5 mil.
Yeah, because to be fair, I looked at your back four and they have been solid all year. Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird, but Moyes has sorted that. Like that's the thing. When we had Pellegrini in charge, it didn't look secure. Like every ball that came into box, you think, yeah, we could concede it, but Moyes has sorted it out. So like, I think
That's quality.
back five with a keeper, I'm pretty comfortable with.
Okay. So your midfield?
Rice and Suchek. That was
Oh,
like
no,
in
no,
midfield. Like
you, you had no hesitation
I,
there.
I love Noble to bits, and I think if one of them's out, he could do a job coming in. I don't think he can really play a bit further forward or as far forward as he'd want to. Like if he's sort of sitting with someone, I think he could do a good job. But Rice and Suchek has just been unbelievable. I mean,
Yeah,
Rice in the England squad, in my mind, fully deserves it. I'm sure some people would differ, but every game I see him, he just looks class.
he does have a lot of control over his midfield as well. So it is something that helps West Ham as well, having someone that's stable and solid in that midfield. So like them two, Sucre and Rice, in it.
Suchek and Rice, yeah.
Yeah, they are solid. I remember watching a West Ham game. Like they are solid two defensive midfielders.
Like every time we win the ball back, there's like no panic on the ball, no one trying to lump it. We literally first touch will be set it to someone, and then they might put that ball down line, or then they'll go back into midfield. Like the two of them together just put such a level head over everything. It's good.
And that is what you don't need. All right, your attacking mids or wingers and striker,
Yeah, no, they
please.
think striker Antonio, like we've
That's
already
fair.
discussed him. Like he's just been he's been make such a difference when he's up front. Um, there's no doubt there. I think it's the sort of three attacking mids or wingers.
I was wondering for that.
I think within the team, that's the one that sort of there's most. I guess debate over, like not really that they've been bad, but that's probably where we've got the most options.
Which is good.
But I think, yeah, absolutely. Like I'm not used to it really. It's normally right. Who's been rubbish? Who's been crap? Who can we get out of the team? It's more like who hasn't been as good as the others. Like it's odd, but I mean, Lingard in there, like what a signing he's been. It's been crazy. He's barely played football in the past year, and he's come in and just literally from game one
You don't need
smashed
to
it.
sign him in the summer.
Yeah, I hope they're working on it. I really probably
he
hope they're
need,
working on it.
he needs to leave United and go to. If he goes to West Ham, he will get back that spark that he had before everything happened in his life. Like,
I mean, he's got it back already. He's back in the England squad. I don't know what to say, but he's
yeah,
back in the England squad. Like how many? He literally 2 months ago he hadn't played like any football in like 6 months or whatever. Now he's back in the squad. Like it's been silly the difference that like I've seen from him since he come to us.
that's true actually.
And there's four who could sort of play. So there's Bowen, Rama, Fornals, and Lanzini.
Okay.
Lanzini, I think at the moment's looking best coming off the bench. I think
Hmm.
we'll like, get him out of the question for starting. And I think it's just between Bowen, Benrahma, Fornals. I think I'll maybe go for Fornals and Benrahma up there with Lingard.
Okay.
Um, it's when like I think Bowen's been decent. He's dropped off a little bit recently, but I think it was a game before either Leeds or against Spurs. I can't remember whatever game it was when the three of them played. They just swap about so well. It's like
Mm.
they've literally all got free rolls within the side, and I think it just makes defenders find it so hard to pick them up.
Yeah.
It means that constantly they're getting on the ball in space, and that just helps so much. That means people can bomb on past them, and Antonio can then get space. Like it just makes such a difference. So I think that's the three I'd go for.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds pretty decent. So let's run through the lineup one more time.
Yeah. So we got Fabianski in goal.
Yeah.
Then we got left back. We got Masuaku, uh, Diop, Dawson, and then Sufal right back. So that's
Okay.
defence taken care of. We've got Rice and Suchek in midfield. And then we'll go Lingard sort of in cam,
Yeah.
Rama on the left, Fornals on the right, and Antonio up front.
Ooh, ooh, that's going to be an that'll be an interesting team to see go up against Arsenal. Oh my gosh. because everyone there is actually quality player, and I can't argue with that. That is going to be fantastic. Um, well, my lineup's pretty easy. Actually, no, that's a lie. It's not. It was really bad and just really embarrassing. Leno, but Leno's obviously going to be in goal. He will always be our goalkeeper. I don't trust Matt Ryan's. Right back, right back. Um, to be honest, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cedric because I don't feel like Bellerin even wants to be at Arsenal anymore. The way that he's playing doesn't look like he even wants to be
Yes.
there, and it's just really upset. It's really annoying and just. Ugh. So yeah, Cedric will be the right back. I'm gonna have the pairing of David Luiz and Gabriel once again, with Tyranny as usual as our left back. Um, Midfield, we're gonna end up sticking with the pair. Well, I'll stick with the pair of Xhaka and Partey until we can sign Aurora from Leon. Then that will be Partey and Aurora in the defensive midfield. Now, attacking mid is where I sort of get have an issue.
Good or
Willian,
a bad one?
it's a good issue, but because Martinelli played tonight, so that kind of throws a lot into the mix now because we haven't seen him since he got that little niggle of an injury on his ankle. So obviously Saka will always be on the team sheet first. At right side, it will always be Saka. In the middle, Smith Rowe or Odegaard. Um, Smith Rowe's like a energized bunny. Like he's always running. He's never gonna stop moving. Odegaard's more technical, and his passing has been absolutely outstanding when he gets the chance to. And his movement with the ball is absolutely brilliant. So for West Ham, we need to break you lot down. Um, that just gave me my full mate. That just gave me my team. That actually did give me my team
Yeah.
because Odegaard and then Smith Rowe on the left hand side, them two together with Saka, they have free roaming as well. So you'll see Saka on the left and then Smith Rowe on the right. So that works out for us. Now for the front line, Aubameyang or Lacazette or even Martinelli, maybe even for the mix. But it's most likely to be Aubameyang or Lacazette. Aubameyang tonight was appalling. Oh my against
Really?
Olympiacos, he had a one-on-one chance with the goalkeeper and he chipped the goalkeeper wide. So he's on the left-hand side. He chips the ball and it goes out on the right-hand side of the goal. It's like
So,
you just couldn't make it up. I just like wow, okay, cool. But I'm gonna go with Lacazette leading that front line. That should be good enough. He has performed and he did do well against Tottenham, so he deserves to get that spot over Aubameyang this week. So yeah, my starting line is Leno in goal, Cedric at right back, Louise and Gabriel at centre back, with Kieran Tierney as left back, with Xhaka and Partey in defensive mid. Then we have Saka, Odegaard, and Smith Rowe as our attacking mids, with Lacazette leading the front line. Um, two solid squads. I'm sort of excited to see how this game is going to be played out. I feel that first goal, and that's going to be who's going to take control. No mistakes, and we can't get punished. Lindegaard somehow has something against Arsenal, and he always scores against us, which is a scary and annoying thought.
good
Uh,
luck.
yeah, exactly. All right, your predicted score. What are you predicting the score of this game to be?
Uh, I mean, as much as I bigged up our defence earlier, you sort of going through your attack there. Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Saka as well scare me a bit. So I think we're going to win, but I think it's going to be close. I think it'll be similar to our game against Spurs, where we sort of get a decent lead and then you boys come back at us. So I'm going to go 2-1. But
Oh,
I reckon we're going to get the win.
oh, okay. My prediction. Well, after looking at tonight's performance, wasn't great at all. But we did have some players rested, or no, actually, no, We brought on actually yes, we did because we brought on Odegaard and Partey, and then the game changed all over again. So yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'm going big. I'm going big. I'm gonna go 3-0.
Mad.
I'm gonna I'm gonna go 3-0. I'm gonna go with an outrageous prediction score because you know what? I don't know. I feel like if it's Lacazette leading the front line, he's not gonna do anything ridiculous not to move, or he's gonna always get himself into position. So you know what? I'm gonna take 3-0. I'm not gonna say I'm super confident with it, but it's gonna be a battle. I'm shooting for the stars. If it heads up 3-0, then I need to start betting. But yeah, um,
I'm with you. Jesus.
yeah, because I've got the Tottenham one, right? Uh, so yeah, I'm gonna go 3-0. Well, thank you, Dan, for jumping onto this as the West Ham fan, giving me the West Ham input. Uh, well, you're gonna stick around because we're gonna do a combined 11 of Arsenal and West Ham. This should be fun and it's gonna be interesting. So everyone, if you want to if you want to catch us on the watch along, it'll be on Twitch Sunday at. We will start the stream about 2:45. We'll have a quick rundown of everything that's going on. So yeah, we'll be on Twitch at 2:45 on Sunday. Please come in, come chat to us. Let's have some fun and stay safe and blessings. Thank you.